Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lizelle from Lizelle Loves Books. Today's video is if you like this book, read this book. And I got this video idea from watching Sam Reads a Little and Jess from Honest Fiction. They both did this kind of video, and I thought it would be a cool video to do because I have a YouTube channel now. So please stick around for my recommendations. I would love it if you would subscribe. So the first pairing I want to discuss with you is if you like the Immortals After Dark series by Kresley Cole, I think you would love Immortals After Dark by Amara Rae. Why I think they're similar is because they have a lot of the same creatures. They have vampires, shifters, werewolves, berserkers, witches, Valkyrie, fated mates. They have all that in common. So I really do believe if you love the Immortals After Dark series, you will love Immortal Coven by Amara Rae because she has fated mates too, and she has a lot of the same creatures, and all of her books are on Kindle Unlimited, and it's not as many books as the Immortals After Dark series. So if you're a fan of Kresley Cole and that series, I really do believe you should check out Amara Rae Immortal Coven series. The next book pairing I'm going to mention is another fantasy romance. First two I'm going to mention. No, there's only two I'm going to mention that is fantasy. The Immortals After Dark and Amara Rae was one. The second one I'm going to mention, the second pairing is if you like Zodiac Academy, you'll love the Bond That Ties series by bree because they are both about girls who have to go to this school trying to deal with their magic in class sort of vibes, finding mates, except one is the Bond That Ties series is a white choose romance, and Zodiac Academy is not, but they have the same themes. You have this girl who has to go to a magic school to learn to control their powers. You see them in class trying to learn about their powers, going to talking to the different teachers, fighting enemies. So I think they are similar. The next pairing I want to mention to you is, hold on one second, I have to check my list. If you like The Birthday List by Devney Perry, it's one of my favorite books. I think you will love Bleeding Love by Harper Sloan. If you don't know what the birthday list is about, it's about this girl whose husband dies. And a few years later, she finds her husband's birthday list. And since her husband is not here anymore, she decides to fulfill his birthday wishes instead. As she's doing the thing on the list, she meets the policeman who told her husband died during she meets the officer who told her husband died. He was the person who broke the news to her, and that police officer is the hero of this story. And if you like that, I believe you'll like Bleeding Love by Harper Sloan. It's about this girl who suffered from sexual assault, and she ended up being pregnant. So her best friend, like her best friend in the whole world, he's in the army, so he tells her, let's get married. I will keep you safe. I will provide for you. But it's been a few years, and when he goes on a mission from the army, he ends up dying, and she turned into a very reclusive person. She doesn't talk to anybody, but one day her friend group says, you know, you have to get back out there. You have to start seeing other people. It's been years since he died. And so she tries that. It didn't work out. But the cop in this town called Hopetown hears that she went like on her first date since her husband died, and he's like, no. Because he had always had a crush on her, but she doesn't give him the time of day because she's still in mourning, even though it's been years since her husband has died. And so he makes it his mission to, I think the cop's name is Beckett. Beckett makes it his mission to make the woman smile again, because she hadn't smiled or talked to anybody since her husband died. So that's why I think they're similar. Both female characters, their husband dies, and both the heroes are both policemen. So I think if you like The Birthday List by Devney Perry, you'll like Bleeding Love by Harper Sloan. The next two books I want to mention to you that I think are similar is Mercy by Sara Cate, and The Forbidden Man by Katrina Halley. Of course, they have their differences, like Mercy is about... I also forgot to mention Jen from the Book Refuge also did this recommendation video. I'll also link her channel down below. Being submissive and trying to learn about BDSM, while The Forbidden Man is surrounded around sports, a football team. But they give me the similar vibes because both of them are older women, younger men. And these two books happen to be my favorite older woman, younger man books, because I don't read a lot of them. But if you like this trope, I suggest you read Mercy and The Forbidden Man, because they are both good older women, younger men books. Although Forbidden Man is about a woman who is jaded by love, and Maggie is just trying to find who she is as a person, and who she is and in Mercy, Maggie is trying to figure out how to assert her dominance, how to speak up for herself, and what does she like in the bed. She's trying to figure out what she likes and what she doesn't like, and trying to assert herself and explore her sexuality and not have to apologize for it. But also, Bill is trying to explore his... Bo and Mercy is just trying to figure out how is it manly if he likes being a submissive, and Alejo is trying to get this woman, Talia, in Forbidden Man to fall in love with him, because when he sees Talia in Forbidden Man, Alejo falls first. And the last pairing I want to mention, and probably my favorite, I finally found a book that gives me the same feels as my favorite Kandi Steiner book, A Love Letter to Whiskey. And for those who don't know what A Love Letter to Whiskey is, it's about B, and B is like, I think she's running one day or something like that. I haven't read it in years. But B sees Jamie and she's immediately smitten, but Jamie doesn't notice her. he actually dates Bee's best friend, but Jamie and Bee start having a friendship, and by the time Jamie realizes, oh, I like Bee, she's in a relationship with someone else, so it's never the right time for them. It's the right love, wrong timing kind of play, and I just love it. It is so angsty. I love A Love Letter to Whiskey. It's my favorite. I just bought the special anniversary edition. I have to reread it because I love it so much. But I finally found a book that gives me the same feels as my favorite, and that is a new to me author I discovered because I was watching Crystal from Crystal's Bookish Life to rave about this book, and I immediately downloaded it. And it's called Restore Me by JL Seegars. It's about Dominic and Sloan. Dominic and Sloan meet in college, and Dominic sees Sloan and he thinks he found the girl of his dreams, like it was love at first sight for Dominic. But from Sloan's perspective, she did not remember that first night at college because she was drunk. And when they meet again, Sloan is dating Dominic's best friend, Eric. And that's a really low blow for Dominic, but he's not gonna bring up the fact that they met each other before, because as we all know, you'll know at the beginning of the book that Sloan was drunk and couldn't remember her. He wasn't gonna bring that up to Sloan, especially because he loves his best friend Eric so much, so he wouldn't do anything to hurt him. Because his dad is a bad person. He was verbally abusive, physically abusive to his mom, and he cheated on her all the time. So there was no way Dominic was gonna ruin something like that for his best friend. So even when they got married, Dominic said, "Oh, I'll be your best man." And as he was watching them get married, his heart literally breaks. He says something like, "It's okay. My best friend is happy. The woman I love is happy. It doesn't matter if my heart shatters into a million pieces, as long as they're to get to stay whole." Oh my gosh, Dominic has some swooning lines in here. And Eric dies tragically in an accident. I will not say what type of accident because that will spoil the story. And then one day, Eric's sister, twin sister, takes Sloan out to a club or a bar, I can't remember. And she gets into a bad situation. This really drunk guy tries to get handsy with her. Dominic quickly comes in and saves her, but he starts being very physical with her aggressor. So she was like, come on, let's just leave and this club and let's go home. And from that point on, things start to change between them. Because Sloan always thought, from her perspective, Dominic hated her. But there is also but Dominic had to pull away from her because it hurt too much that he has all this feelings for her and she doesn't remember any of it. And he's still guilty about having feelings for his best friend's wife, even though he saw her first. So if you love A Love Letter to Whiskey, if you love beautiful writing, if you love angst, please, I highly suggest you read Restore Me by JL Seegars. I give this book 6 stars. Dominic pines for Sloan for 12 years. He pines in silence and he battles his unrequited feelings, but now that his best friend is gone, but I think they started the story, he's gone for about 4 years. They started the story when it was 4 years later after Eric's accident. So Dominic is gonna take his shot with Sloan because maybe, just maybe, he'll finally get the woman he loves to notice her. So please, please, please read. If you're gonna read anything, please read Restore Me by JL Seegars. I give it 6 stars. I cried buckets of tears. Please, please read this book. As I said, please watch Sam and Jess's video. I'll link their channel down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.